Narayana, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My heartfelt greetings to everyone present here. We are deeply grateful that you have taken the time to join us today to celebrate and honor the remarkable legacy of Kalaratna Sri D. Seshachari Garu. Through his music, Sri Seshachari Garu has touched countless lives and has left an indelible mark on the world of Carnatic music. Seshachari Garu was known for his deep voice and command over various ragas and compositions. His voice was known for its emotional intensity and expressiveness. He had a unique ability to convey the bhava of compositions. Remembering his last concert at S.V. Lotus Temple, where he masterfully rendered javalis and padams with exquisite nuance, profoundly elevated the audience's rasikatva. His life and work are celebrated for their significant contribution to the cultural heritage of India. Events like this memorial concert are a testament to his enduring influence in the world of Carnatic music. Today, we are blessed to have a lineup of very talented artists, rasikas, and other distinguished guests who will pay tribute to Seshachari Garu. Just as you can see here, today we are blessed to have a lineup of very talented artists who will pay tribute to Sri Seshachari Garu through their mesmerizing performances. Let me introduce the amazing musicians who will be gracing the stage today. On vocal, we have Vidwan Gokul Chandramouli. Gokul Chandramouli is a disciple of Sangeeta Kala Acharya, Srimati Kalyani Sharma, Sangeeta Kalanidhi Neveli Santana Gopalan, and Srimati Bhagavati Mani. He's a staff scientist at the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. He has performed widely around India and the USA. Gokul trains many enthusiastic students across North America and India. I would like to invite Subhash Vinjamuri sir onto the stage to felicitate Vidwan Gokul Chandramouli with a shawl as a token of our respect and appreciation. Thank you, sir. On violin, we are honored to have Vidwan Kamalakiran Vinjamuri. Kamalakiran Vinjamuri began his journey with the violin from his grandfather, Sri Parthasarathy Iyengar. He subsequently had training from Srimati Malladi Vijayalakshmi. His father, Sri Subhash Vinjamuri, started teaching him the violin at the age of 7. He has been under the tutelage of Sangeeta Kalanidhi A. Kanyakumari since 2006. I would like to invite Prem sir to facilitate Vidwan Kamalakiran.
Violin
Thank you so much, sir. And on Mridangam, we have Vidwan Vinod Seetharaman. Vinod Seetharaman is among the most accomplished and sought-after first-generation Carnatic percussionists in the United States. His Mridangam performances have won him wide appreciation from audiences. His training in Mridangam started at the age of 7 from Sri Ardhanarishwaran, and he continues his advanced training from Bangalore Sri Arjun Kumar and Sri Umayalapuram Sri Shivaraman. The purity and sophistication of Vinod's Mridangam training has enabled him to not only accompany an astonishing variety of musicians, but also given him the freedom to innovate and create meaningfully. Vinod has shared the stage with at least 4 generations of Carnatic musicians that includes Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna, T. N. Seshagopalan, Dr. N. Ramani, Flute Shashank, T. M. Krishna, Naiveli Santan Gopalan, and Abhishek Ragram, etc. Vinod is passionate about keeping up the purity of his traditional legacy, even in collaborative ventures. He has composed and arranged the rhythm of many percussionist ensembles. He's a popular teacher, and his students are regular features in the music festivals and competitions. His vision to work with a variety of musicians and propagate Indian percussion to diverse audiences across the globe. I would like to invite Srinivas sir to facilitate him today. Thank you so much, sir. So without further ado, let's begin the concert.
सुधाब्धे कबलित घन विश्वरूप किरणावल्या अरुणाचल परमात्मन् अरुणो भव चित्तकण्ड सुविकासाय त्वय्यरुणाचल सर्वं भूत्वा स्थित्वा प्रलीनमेतच्चित्रम् हृद्यहमिति आत्मतया नृत्यसि भोः ते वदन्ति हृदयं नाम सरसूडनिन्ने कोरि सरसूडनिन्ने कोरि जलमरुलु हरि na Ah patterns that Seshachari used to sing. चेत श्री बालकृष्णं भज रे चेत श्री बालकृष्णं Sani
tribute concert to Seshachari Garu, so we have to do justice. So please bear with us. Couple more compositions, one Padam and one Javli. So the padam that we will present now is Ragam Yadukula Kambodi. Seshachari Garu has sung many padams. This one is from the Mridangam repertoire.
మెరగదు లేచిరారా మెరగదు లేచిరారా ఏరా నా సామి 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 మెరగదు లేచిరారా
पदं शिव विरिञ्चि नुतं शरण्यम् तीर्थास्पदं शिव विरिञ्चि नुतं शरण्यम् भृत्यार्तिहं 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 प्रणतपाल प्रणतपाल भृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपाल भवाब्धिपोतं वन्दे 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 महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दं चरणारविन्दं वन्दे वन्दे त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यजसुरेप्सितराज्यलक्ष्मीं त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यजसुरेप्सितराज्यलक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठ धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसा धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसा यदगादरण्यम् धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसा यत् अगात् अरण्यम् मायामृगम् 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 मायामृगं दयितयेप्सितम् अन्वधावत् अन्वधावत् वन्दे 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 महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दं चरणारविन्दं भज भज मान हरिं अनवरतं भज भज मानस हरिं अनवरतं भज भज मानस हरिमनवरतं
ಪರಿವೃಢ ಮಂಜವಿಲಸಿತೋ ಪಂಕಜನಾಭಂ ಅನಂತಪುರೇಶಂ ಪನ್ನಗ ಪರಿವೃಢ ಮಂಜವಿಲಸಿತೋ ಭಜ ಭಜ ಮಾನಸ ಹರಿಮನವರಂ ಭಕ್ತಪರಾಯಣೋ ಹರಿಶುಭಚರಿತಂ ಭಜ ಭಜ ಮಾನಸ ಭಜ ಭಜ ಮಾನಸ ಭಜ ಭಜ ಮಾನಸ ಹರಿ ಅನವರತಂ
That performance was truly mesmerizing and truly a fitting tribute to Seshachari garu. Words often fall short in expressing our admiration, but I hope we can all honor his memory with the utmost respect and continue the remarkable legacy he has left behind. This concert, with its beautiful blend of soulful renditions and heartfelt tributes, has truly captured the essence of Seshachari garu's contributions to Carnatic music. Each piece performed today has not only showcased the immense talent of our artists, but also evoked the deep reverence we hold for such a legendary figure. Let's carry the spirit of this evening forward and keep alive the rich musical heritage he cherished and nurtured. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our wonderful musicians, Vidwan Gokul Chandramouli garu, Vidwan Kamalakiran and Vidwan Vinod Seetharaman garu. Vinjamuri sir, I request you to say a few words.
What a scintillating concert we have given to all of us. It's really a very great tribute to that great legend artist who is now in Sri Vaikuntham. Thank you also to the team who have well supported you and made this concert wonderful, and for days to come, months to come, and years to come, we remember this concert. Thank you.
A special thanks to one and all of you to make this event even more memorable. Thank you all.
Before we leave, just I want to thank a few more people. Without their help, this program would not possible. First, I'd like to thank Kamalakiran one more time because he put this program together along with Seshachari. And special thanks to Annapurna ji. It was a last minute plan. She did all the preparation and then came back, and today morning she presented the program. Excellent. Thank you all. And the cafeteria is open now, so you can all enjoy the food. Thank you.
Shriman Narayana, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My heartfelt greetings to everyone present here. We are deeply grateful that you have taken the time to join us today to celebrate and honor the remarkable legacy of Kalaratna Sri P. Seshachari Garu. Through his music, Sri Seshachari Garu has touched countless lives and has left an indelible mark on the world of Carnatic music. Seshachari Garu was known for his deep voice and command over various ragas and compositions. His voice was known for its emotional intensity and expressiveness. He had a unique ability to convey the bhava of compositions. Remembering his last concert at S.V. Lotus Temple, where he masterfully rendered javalis and padams with exquisite nuance, profoundly elevated the audience's rasikatva. His life and work are celebrated for their significant contribution to the cultural heritage of India. Events like this memorial concert are a testament to his enduring influence in the world of Carnatic music. Today, we are blessed to have a lineup of very talented artists, rasikas, and other distinguished guests who will pay tribute to Seshachari Garu. Please join me in welcoming Subhash Vinjamuri sir to speak a few words.
Good morning to everybody. Already we have the information and we already experienced with Sri Seshachari and his brothers' concerts, many concerts, even in this temple and other places. The thing is, of course, his voice, all things are very great, has a wonderful ability to bring the bhava of any composition that he takes. His rendering is excellent, his raga alapana, everything is very pure and very authentic. I find two people from India, Seshachari and brother, here our Gokul. And this is really a real great tribute to have your concert on this occasion. It was, I think, in the year 1987 that for the first time I met him in Maryland, somebody's house. Actually, somebody called me. At that time, another great genius, Madeline Srinivas, was also there. I went to that house because they asked me to take Madeline Srinivas around. He used to purchase something and wants to see Washington, D.C. So I had the opportunity to take him and all that. At that time, I saw for the first time Seshachari and his brother. And for this first time, I'm meeting him, and he was talking as if he knows me from a long time. That is because he asked me my name and I said I'm Vinjamuri. Then he was talking about my parents and my Chittappa Vandarajangar and all that. At the time he was very jovial and in a very happy mood. But I always see him in a happy mood only. He always smiles and cuts jokes. Sudarshan must be knowing many times. He goes to him, is very Priyasisha. And every visit he used to come and also stay in our house since 87. And that time, in 87, the other artists were, if I remember that, Delhi Sundar Rajan was on the violin, and Mridangam, I think Radha Rao. So that concert and Violin's concert, two concerts went very well. That is the first time I was just wonderstruck by the way the brothers were singing is something amazing and something unique during that time in particular. Because Seshachari will be singing the main song and his brother will be accompanying him on vocal. Even though Jili Sundarajan and other artists are there accompaniments. And the way that they were doing is so beautiful. And the first time I was listening like that. And then when his elder brother Raghvacharya Garu, he sings, he will hum and give a kind of, accompaniment. That was at that time. It was so wonderful. And since then, I heard his concerts more than 50, I think so, at least 50. And he was our permanent guest, rather than say he's one of the family members. So such a wonderful man, and it's impossible to believe that he is no more with us. But he was invited by Lord Mahavishnu to sing in Sri Vaikunta. So he must be now watching us now, and also he will be listening to your concert from about Sri Vaikunta. And at this point, I will request the next program to be.
Good morning all, Jai Sriman Narayana. We welcome you all on behalf of our SV Lotus Temple to celebrate Guru Garu Vidwan Sri Seshachari's music and his life. I met Guru Garu in, actually I remember the date, October 11th, 2009, Dallas Airport, with his brother and other accompanying artists. From that day till January of this year, he was like a friend, a mentor, and he gave me so much information about organizing concerts, and even though he's a great artist, when he interacted with them, it's almost like a friend or a family member. That's how he treated. So my name is Kasturi Rangan. So probably in my whole life, he's the only person called with the full name Kasturi Rangan. Every time he calls with his full name. So as that whenever he calls me, that's such an affection he has towards me that I really miss him today. So he taught me so many things. about a concert, Carnatic concert, and organizing them. I'm like, person who doesn't know a lot of things, ask silly questions, what should be the first thing, what should be the second part, when do you felicitate the audience, how do you, in what order you invite the artist in the stage. So such a small nuances of concert used to teach me, this is how the paddhati is, this is how the tradition, this is how you should do. So he taught me so much and tried to follow this today. In a lot of other concerts that I organize. So from 2009, he is visiting SC Lotus Temple, and he gave so many concerts. When 2022, when he was here, I even mentioned, even though he gave numerous concerts, he never repeated one kriti in this all. When we were arranging for this program, we just went through the list one more time. Every kriti is unique and never repeated in any of these concerts. Its memories, it's unbelievable, and it's got so much with us. And as far as music is concerned, I'm not a musician, but I'm just a rasika. So whatever knowledge I have, I used to talk to him. He'll casually ask me, Kasturi Ranga, what raga we need to sing today? I would just casually sell some raga, and then with no surprise in the stage, he'll be singing that. And one day, in one of those times I was talking, these days Ragam Tanam Pallavi was not become part of the concert, so I was just discussing what is the status of on the stage. Again, the Ragam Tanam Pallavi comes in. So I remember last time he was asking audience which ragam he wants to sing impromptu, and somebody was talking about Todi, and then he enjoyed that day. That concert was like 2022 concert is very so interactive. He was so happy, and everyone was laughing in that program. It's just enjoyable. That's the relationship he has got with his Rasikas. So I am blessed to be his friend and his student not as a musician, but as a anything related to organizing a concert. Really miss him, and we are supposed to have our Seshachari Gurugaru's concert on April 7th. Unfortunately, God has other plans. So after we learned about this, immediately I talked to Sudarshan and Kamalakiran. We need to arrange this program sooner. And Kamalakiran said one thing: let's plan it and do it properly. And then he put together, Sudarshan and Kamalakiran, they put together this program, and hope we'll enjoy and remember the greatness of the greatest musicians of our time, Gurugaru. Thank you.
Namaskaram, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Sudarshan Ranganath. I am a student of Sri Seshachari Garu. I learned from him about 15 years. I had heard his music growing up. That was when back in the day, and every time there was a concert of his on radio, then my grandmother would just jump out of joy, right? And then later, when one of his visits here in the DC area, I was thinking about need a guru, and then I happened to have there was a concert there. And then after the concert, it was just mesmerizing, right? I was so mesmerized by his kind of commitment to every swara, every anuswara, every beat, every pause, right? And the emotion behind everything that was there within the kriti or otherwise, right? So I was just spellbound, and then I was just very, I don't know how to approach him, but then I mustered enough courage and asked him that if I can learn from him, and he was gracious, and he was just an astounding guru. Just his way of teaching goes back to the way he would think about music, right? I was asking him, how do you, he codified so many of his kritis, right? Means he kept notation, his notation was just out of the world. Anytime I want to say, what kriti you want? And I say something, right? And I'm learning over Skype. In 15 seconds, I have the notation, right? So he would send it to me. And I would ask, how did you get to this point of having that? I mean, his kriti, like how he would arrive at his version would start with listening to all the different grades, right? So multiples of them. It could be Vrindama, it could be Ariyakudi, it could be Volati. And then he would then curate it, right? He would curate it and then make his own version and go over it and then curate it some more and then put it down on paper and make it pakka, right? And then he would sing it. He would sing it in multiple kind of tonal qualities, right? And then understand which parts of the kriti could be sung in which tonal quality for the most impact, right? And that was something, it is not just one way of singing kriti, right? And then each part has its own thing. And it's not just a kriti, right? Even the raga lapana or so, he would exactly know this is the beauty spot, this is exactly when the audience will say, right? And it was almost that thought through because he knew exactly how to understand the mind of the audience. And then he'd spent the time, right? Means it is just all of the discipline in spending the time ahead so that you actually deliver a great kriti or a great concert. And then it went beyond kritis, right? So even Raga Lapana, I mean, Bhairavi, he had 10 different versions that he had thought through the different songs, and each version of it would bring out a different rasa, right? And then, and all the thinking, when he thought about like Kalpana Sangeeta, you just don't come out on stage and just do extempore, right? It is, you may not be in the greatest of mood, so you actually want to think about this, and then you want to give a summary of all that thinking, the best summary of that on stage. And that was just mind-blowing. And then he had like 10 different versions of Todi and all the big ragas, right? So, and if you just looking at that, the effort that had gone in to get there was just astounding, right? And then the voice quality of it, right? So he had that bass voice, right? And he could go all the way down to like the lower Shacham. He could go all the way easily, almost 3 octaves, right? And then and when we went to the upper octaves, using his head voice and using it very effortlessly, right? And then the light huskiness in that voice would just bring out a bhavam in a very, very different way, right? And then he would sing these things in different ways and then say, what is a way that would be appealing, right? And that's where when he sang not only like the big kritis, but padams or javadis or anything, and then he especially wanted enough time for those because those are things that go beyond just, I mean, of course he was a master of Tyagaraja kritis, but even otherwise, all the padams and javadis, it is just how much thought had gone into that and how much the raga expresses itself very differently in those was just amazing. I was asking him, how do you get that kind of a voice? I don't know, but really you want to practice in the lower octaves to get a better upper octave, right? So that is his kind of advice. But there's just so many things. It means on stage, right? All the planning, but off stage, just to get to concert, all of the things that every time he was in the US, it would be planned months in advance, right? So every concert, how do you get to the concert? What do you do? How do you get back? Where do you stay? Every one of those things. He has been almost an Asthana Vidwan, like Vinjamuri sir said. He was an Asthana Vidwan. He had performed many times in this stage, but also when the temple was much smaller, and it was just a place he just found that this community was so welcoming and so just there every time we had the concert. And then as a teacher, again, he was so gracious because I had my troubles showing up on classes many times, just not showing up and in the last minute. And he never held it against me and would say, I know you guys have a lot of things going on, the troubles of living in the US, right? And he was so understanding and never said, like, how come you never showed up? And he was so understanding, and it was my guilt that would eat up because he was so understanding, right? But as a guru, he couldn't ask for more. And as he visited us here, and the things that we shared outside, the jovial nature, the laughter at every bit, is like, maze luto yaar, like even when he sings something, right? Maza lena, like there is a nature of trying to get the most out of everything, whether you're singing in the car, whether you're performing on stage, or whether you're cracking a joke. Live the moment, live in the moment versus anywhere else. Right? Today, as we miss him, certainly we will miss him being here and coming and performing. We celebrate his life, and I think every part that has touched us, touched all our lives, and hopefully we can continue on with the musical tradition that he has so well kind of championed and lived through. I'm going to sing a little bit of one of his favorite kritis. Bagayanayam Nimayalento Bagayanayam Nimayalento Bagayanayam Nimayalento Bagayanayam Nimayalento Brahma kainam koniyadam taramavagayanayam nimayalento Brahma kainam koniyadam taramavagayanayam nimayalento Brahma kaina koniyadam taramavagayanayam Ee garudamunu nonarinchuchuno Ee garudamunu nonarinchuchuno Ee garudamunu nonarinchuchuno Ee garudamunu nonarinchuchuno negadanuchu balkotayo vagayanayam Ee garudamunu nonarinchuchuno negadanuchu balkotayo vagayanayam nimayalento Brahma kainam koniyadam taramavagayanayam
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such wonderful things about Guru Garu. And students like you will make sure that his legacy lives on. Thank you so much, sir.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was also a student, and I am a student of Sri Seshachari, not as much as Sudarshan is, but over the last few years, I spent quite a lot of time learning many, many different things from him. And our tradition holds Guru in the same level as that of Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. There are only two other people who come at that level, is mother and father. And Sudarshan talked about Seshachari Garu being an excellent guru, and I can tell you from first-hand experience what a great teacher he was. So I asked Seshachari Garu if he could guide me. I approached him through Sudarshan because my own father was very sick and he couldn't impart knowledge to me anymore. And Seshachari Garu was very gracious. So you have to understand that my style is more of a brisk style and Seshachari Garu's is more of a deliberate style. And he never held it against me, but he made sure when he taught me that I paid close attention to every swara and anuswara and the gamakas. Because in a brisk style, typically what happens is you rush through the gamakas, but he was very insistent that he made sure that I followed all the swaras carefully. I have to say that I have been able to address his guidance in a way that has benefited me. He was not only a guru, he was also a mentor and a friend. Several years ago, before my father passed away, he was going through a very bad patch in terms of his health. And Seshachari Garu never ever stopped from giving me advice, like an elder brother, saying, here's what you can do, here's what you can do. Older people, you need to take care of them this way. Seshachari Garu also has an aged mother, and he never wavered. The class would be 45 minutes to an hour, and then he would spend an hour on the phone with me chatting about what's happening, how is my life going. So that is the Guru Shishya Sambandha you need. It is not about merely somebody comes to the class and teaches you the Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanam and then goes away. But that was not his approach to his students. He would offer advice, he would listen to you, he would ask you advice in things that I knew and he didn't. And this is what makes a guru like a father and a mother. And I'm really sorry. The last couple of years, my father passed away, and I couldn't devote much time to music, and I kind of lost touch with the classes. But it was a shock to me when Sudarshan texted me and said, Guru Garu passed away. I could not believe it because he was supposed to come here in April and give a concert, and then I suddenly hear that he is gone. One thing that is said is when our life's work is done, Bhagavan takes us back. I have to think about what is Seshachari's life's work. There are singers who sing wonderfully, but they cannot be followed because they have their own idiosyncrasies and their own style. Seshachari Garu had this Bani which was eminently followable, which was eminently emulatable. You could emulate him in the way he sang, the way he sang the swaras, the way he sang the raga lapana, the way he sang the kriti. it is a model that we can take forward. And in that, there are very few gurus, there are very few musicians who are great models. And in that sense, I would say Seshachari Garu was a fantastic model to follow. His clarity of expression, his minimalism on the stage. He would never overuse anything too much. He would impart the component of music, the attention it deserved, and then he made all parts of his concert stand out, which was, a lot of musicians do not do that. They kind of, just rub on the same thing again and again and it gets boring. But with him, no concert ever got boring because he had so many different things to offer in such a good balance. So I have to consider myself extraordinarily lucky to have been his disciple, to continue to be his disciple. I have many Manogurus and he's just became one of them because he's no longer a physical guru, but I will continue to be inspired, and I hope all of us continue to be inspired by Seshachari Garu. Thank you.
Namaste. Unfortunately, I have never had the good fortune of interacting directly with Seshachari Garu. But let me correct that statement. I have had the greatest fortune of engaging with his music. About 15 years ago, I was introduced to the style of the great Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Srimati T. Brinda, through my guru, Sangeeta Kalacharya, Srimati Kalyani Sharma. That style is a very, very nuanced style. It has a lot of aesthetics in it, a lot of anuswarams, gamakams, and a lot of restraint. And it is in contrast to many other approaches of music that are prevalent today and that were prevalent a couple of decades ago as well. And so when I was learning and I was immersing myself in that style, it was, on the one hand, it was a very joyous time for me because I was getting exposed to this very beautiful style with a lot of details, a lot of nuances. But at the same time, it was like a dharma sankata for me. I was not still getting how exactly can I benefit from that style? Like how can I take the elements of that style? Because that is a very, if you look at Vrindama and their family, the Nama family, lot of female musicians. So bringing out the nuances and aesthetics in the female voice, you have a lot of recordings from which you can listen to them. But the question for me was how can I adapt all that to the male voice? And then I happened to listen to Seshachari Garu. His Vadiga Gopala, I heard once, Padam, Mohana Padam, Bhamaro, Meragadu Lechirara in the Rag Matana, Yelaradaine, Bhairavi. These compositions, when I heard Seshachari Garu's presentation, I was like, this is how it has to sound in the male voice. Presumably he had learned it from various sources, from recordings and from his own other sources. And then he had made those compositions his own, as Sudarshan he mentioned. And when I listened to those, I was mind blown. And it was a very inspiring journey for me to listen to Seshachari Garu and try to adapt whatever I'm learning from in the female voice, but how to adapt it to the male voice and take the benefits of both and bring them out. It was a very, very revealing and inspiring situation for me. There was a time when I have only listened to Seshachari Garu and no one else. No one else. I would go to the season, I would sing a few concerts there, and every single day I would go and listen to only Seshachari Garu's music and no one else I have heard. I'm not lying, I'm telling you the truth here. And one such concert, two concerts were very inspiring for me. One was in Narada Gana Sabha. The moment the curtains were drawn out, you will not believe, The moment the curtains were drawn out, brothers, both Seshachari Garu and Raghavachari Garu, they started with such a precision that Ninne Kori Varnam, Vasanta Ragam, Ninne Kori Yuna Nura, that precision and the element of perfection right from the get-go. Like the moment the curtain was drawn out, there was no like voices settling, nothing of that sort. He was just, both of them were just ready to go. I don't remember who the accompanying artists were that day. I'm talking more than like 15 years ago. And right after he sang that Vasanta Varnam, he sang one, he started, and like immediately after that Abhiprayam of that Mridangam is over, right? The last ending phase is over. He started on Kedara Gauda Ragam. Na, na. He went to the lower octave and he explored Kedara Gauda for about 5-6 minutes in the lower octave, slowly building up to the higher octave. And then he sang this amazing composition of the Swami Dikshithar, Abhayambikayaha. Very beautiful rendition, and unforgettable. And then after that, after Kedar Gauda, I was expecting, okay, maybe now today's concert is going to be like weighty list of ragams and all that. And then he suddenly started Amrita Varshini. And why I'm saying is that, you know, the amount of weight he gave in Kedar Gauda and the amount of the grandeur that he brought out in that raga, the same amount of grandeur he brought out even in a ragam like Amrita Varshini. 5 notes, very easy, fewer gamakams, one would think. But the way he expressed his that raga is unbelievable. And then, okay, after that I thought, okay, maybe now he's going to sing Ananda Mrida Karshini, because that is the stamp, no? Among Amrita Varshini compositions, that's like the stamp. But no, he sang Sudhamai Sudhanidhi, the very simple that we sing, we teach to kids. But that composition, he took it to a different height altogether. The way he finished his Kalpana Swaras for that, very simple but very grand in a powerful voice. He sang Tisram in that, and he sang, I will never forget, let me just demonstrate that. Sudha Mayi, Sudha Nidhi, Nisa Gama Bama Gama Ba Nisa Gaza Nisa, Magazani Bagazani Bama Sagama Ba Nisa, Magazani Bagazani Bama Gama Ba Nisa Ga, Magazani Bagazani Bama Sagama Ba Nisudha. Very simple, 3 5s in Tishram, in Rupakam. But the way he delivered it, unbelievable. And that goes to my next point. The other things that I have learned by listening to Seshachari Garu, and which we will try to present in today's concert, are his laya patterns. His laya patterns in concerts were very, very, very unique, very simple. They would be very simple and very unique patterns, just like how I told you. 3 5s in Tishram. But no, I have not heard any other artist perform that 3 5s in Tishram in Rupagatalam, in simple Rupagatalam, in such a way. And that is how he would deliver his laya exercises. He had some very beautiful patterns for Deshadi Talam that he mostly performed in almost every concert. Likewise, he had in one concert, one of my most memorable concerts of his, he used this pattern, Tamta Tatamta Takatamta. Dani, Padani, Mabadani. Okay? So that he used as a pattern throughout his Kalpana Swaram singing, and he developed it. Finally, he came to a core way. He was maybe he was not getting it right, so he gave up, and then he asked Ishwaran sir to play Mridangam, Taniyavartanam. And Ishwaran sir took the clue from that, and full Taniyavartanam for 6-7 minutes, the only solu that he played was Tamta, Tatamta, Takatamta. 5-6 minutes, Ishwaran sir, he composed his own Taniyavartanam for 5-6 minutes based on that pattern. In that 5-6 minutes, Seshachari Garu had formalized his korva in his mind. Sang Swaram again, and then he sang this korva. Dani padani mabadani gari sanida risanida ba sanida pa madani padani mabadani gari sanida risanida ba sanida pa madani padani mabadani gari sanida risanida ba sanida ba mabudami tanaya. Then he sang that way. It was so beautiful and very inspiring. His laya patterns. And then I think I already mentioned mentioned about his padams and javali singing. Very inspiring in the way that how to sing them in the male voice. I think he's a great, as Srinivas sir mentioned, he's definitely someone that we will all keep going back to listen for his kriti renditions, for his laya patterns, for his raga alapanas, his voice modulations, anuswara shuddham. What is music? What is our music without anuswarams? Our music is zero if there are no anuswarams. And he was an example of that. He brought the beauty of the anuswarams and gamakas very beautifully in music. And we'll definitely be going back to his recordings, for padams and javalis, everything. Although in person, in physically, he's not around us. We are all blessed that we have, his recordings with us that we can go to listen. And Kamalakiran has had the good fortune of playing with him for many concerts. So looking forward to listening to your experiences as well. With that, I will say namaskar. Thank you.
Namaskaram. I'll be very short. So with Seshachari Garu, as Gokul said, I've had the fortune of playing with him for maybe close to 9 years now. First concert was in 2015 in SSVT. I played for him, of course, majority in the DC area, but I've also had a small tour with him where I played in multiple cities around the US. I played with him in Chennai, I played with him in Bangalore. But before I get to that, in terms of being a student, Sudarshan knows, we organized a couple workshops for Seshachari Garu, where some of Gokulana students and my students, they were all there, and maybe this was 3 years ago, it was in 22. I think 22 when he came. So they were all really like small kids, and of course I'm a very greedy person, so I asked him to teach songs like Charumati, different padams and javalis, which were probably too tough for most of the students there to handle at that point. But I could ask anything and he'll just sit there. The way he taught and made even the youngest of the kids understand. There was someone who just started learning kritis. He made them also sing the gamakams in Charumati, which I couldn't even understand how he did that. He also does this on stage. So there are very few artists where no matter who sits on Mridangam and Violin, their level, you're still going to get the same concert experience as you would get, even if the most seasoned accompanists are playing. I'm a prime example. When I played in 2015, I was some very small kid playing for him. Not only me, but even in 2022, I think the concert is on YouTube. Mridangam was Vagish Nanduri from North Carolina, had just started playing concerts then. There was you couldn't even tell. Seshachari Garu performed, and he made Vagish play as if it was the same, or rather I would say, Seshachari Garu sang as if Palgat Raghu was on Mridangam and Sundar Rajan sir was on violin. He had no difference in the way he approached the concert. And I think that's like something huge which I think most of us can't do. We get disturbed by the smallest thing. He was completely, it made no difference to him really. He'd be like, and he's not saying it in a derogatory way. He's saying it in a way that he can bring out the best from all of them. And even in that concert, you can see he actually took the Mridangam and coached the Mridangist on how to play for a couple songs. He's done all of this, and I also was able to learn some compositions from Seshachari Garu. Two more things I'll say. I think for me and for a lot of kids growing up, when we get to a certain point of performing, it's all about the manodharma. It's all about alapana, kalpana swarams, neraval, what kadaka is happening. We're very excited by that element. That kriti renditions take a big, they're just kind of like, oh, we have to sing a kriti, we'll sing the kriti. It's not, we never gave it that importance, at least I didn't growing up, and I know most people in that stage, we start thinking about the manodharma more than the kriti. But I think Seshachari Garu sir, I can listen to him just sing kritis. There's no manodharma needed. He can just sing 2 hours of full kritis and it'll feel as if he's done ragam, tanam, naraval and everything, because he gave that much importance to every detail and everything that he sang. The last thing I'll say is for people, again, of my age growing up, we get to play for artists like Seshachari Garu or any senior artist as a one-off thing most of the time. It's it's a great opportunity, and then we take what we can from it. But I feel extremely blessed to say that I was able to almost form a partnership with him over the last 9-10 years, where I've played, can't even count how many concerts I've played along with him. And that is something with an artist of that, seniority, that caliber, and also someone that I view, I listen to all the time, I view as a mentor in many ways. I think that's the biggest blessing, to say that I've been able to actually sit with him, not on 1-2 concerts, but so many concerts, to form a partnership almost, which I would not have thought would be possible with an artist like that. And how I knew it went more than just a senior artist and a junior artist. It became a lot more of enjoying music together. This past season, when I had learned that Guru Garu was sick, there was one concert happening in Shastri Hall. So I wanted to catch that concert, knowing he was sick, and I really wanted to catch that concert. So I went to the concert. I have video of this. I saved this video just for this reason. The second, I walked in with a very good friend of mine, Shiva Ramurthy, who also has accompanied with Guru Garu a lot. We went and sat in the side, and then he starts singing, and half of that concert he's looking at me and Shiva after every phrase, looking at how we would enjoy it. And knowing that I was there, he started this Bhairavi Yelara Dayane. And then after the concert, he said, "Oh, I sang that for you." So that's how I know it was a musical thing that we shared, and it's not just something that, okay, some kid is playing. It was actually a lot more special than that. And in that, he had told me, April 7th, I'm coming to Lotus Temple. I'm singing a couple other concerts in the US. You're playing violin. And I happen to be playing violin today for his memorial concert. So we'll just celebrate it that way. Namaskaram. Yeah, we can set up.
That really brought tears into my eyes. It was so mesmerizing to listen to all your experiences, Kamalakiran. Before we proceed with the concert, we have something very special to share with you all. We will be presenting a documentary that delves into the remarkable life and legacy of Kalaratna Sri D. Seshachari Garu. This film highlights his journey in the world of Carnatic music, showcasing his profound contributions and the impact he has made on our cultural heritage. The documentary not only celebrates his achievements, but also gives us a deeper insight into his passion, dedication, and the enduring influence he has had on the music community. We believe it will enrich your understanding and appreciation of the incredible legacy we are here to honor today. So please sit back and enjoy. We will just be playing a small snippet, and the recording will be available for you after this.